This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others. I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. This was exactly the way that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. Who am I kidding? How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. No, wait. Where are you going, Stanley? Go back. There's nothing good that can come from this. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Is everything okay?